Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of coin collecting and hidden treasures found in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1976 1-cent Liberty coin, a penny you probably have lying around. But did you know it could be worth far more than just 1 cent? Stick around as we uncover the historical significance of this coin, the key factors that could make it valuable, and how you can determine whether the 1976 penny in your collection is worth more than face value. The year 1976 was a monumental one in U.S. history as the nation celebrated its 200th birthday, the bicentennial. While much attention was focused on the special commemorative quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins produced for the occasion, the humble penny featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait continued to be minted in large numbers without any special bicentennial design. Despite being overshadowed by these larger commemorative coins, the 1976 penny holds its own unique place in American coinage. The design was consistent with pennies minted since 1959, featuring the familiar bust of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1976 penny shares the same design that had been in use since 1959. On the obverse, we have the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head, you'll find the words "In God We Trust," with Liberty to the left and the date, 1976, on the right. Below the date is the mint mark, identifying where the penny was produced, either D for Denver, S for San Francisco for proof coins, or no mint mark for Philadelphia. On the reverse, we see the iconic Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo. This design had replaced the earlier wheat reverse in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum appear above the Lincoln Memorial, with 1 cent inscribed below it. Now let's talk about the composition. By 1976, pennies were still being minted using the traditional alloy of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was before the major change in 1982, when the U.S. Mint transitioned to a mostly zinc composition to reduce costs. Therefore, a 1976 penny weighs about 3.11 grams, heavier than modern pennies produced today. In 1976, pennies were struck at 3 U.S. Mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. As mentioned earlier, Philadelphia pennies have no mint mark, while Denver pennies are denoted by a small d under the date. The San Francisco pennies were produced as proofs, which are struck with special care and sold directly to collectors. Philadelphia minted the majority of 1976 pennies, producing over 4.6 billion pennies that year. Denver followed closely with over 4.2 billion pennies minted. Meanwhile, San Francisco produced a significantly smaller number, just over 4 million proof coins. Although these numbers make it seem like the 1976 penny is very common, and in many cases it is, certain factors can increase its value significantly. Now let's get into what makes some 1976 pennies worth far more than just face value. Mint errors and varieties. Coins with striking errors or other anomalies are highly sought after by collectors, and the 1976 penny is no exception. One of the most exciting and valuable errors to look for on a 1976 penny is a double die obverse DDO. This happens when the coin's obverse is struck more than once, resulting in a doubled image, usually seen in the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. Double die pennies from 1976 can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Off-center strikes are another type of error that can increase a penny's value. When the coin isn't correctly aligned during the minting process, part of the design may be missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin could be. Off-center errors on 1976 pennies can range from $50 to several $100s, especially if they are in uncirculated condition. Die cracks occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, resulting in raised lines or cracks on the coin itself. Cuds are formed when a piece of the die breaks off, leaving a blank, raised area on the coin. Both of these errors are fairly common, but the size and location of the crack or cud can significantly affect the coin's value. Some rare 1976 pennies with dramatic die cracks or cuds have sold for $100 or more, Another valuable variety to look out for on Denver minted 1976 pennies is the repunched mint mark RPM. This occurs when the mint mark is struck more than once, resulting in a ghost or shadow-like image of the letter D or S on the coin. Depending on the prominence of the repunching, these varieties can fetch anywhere from 50 to over 200. As with any coin, the condition or grade of a 1976 penny plays a critical role in determining its value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from 1 poor to 70 perfect mint state. A penny in heavily circulated condition might not be worth much, but a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one with an error, can fetch significantly more. Coins that are certified by professional grading services like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation tend to hold higher values at auction because their authenticity and condition are guaranteed. For example, a regular 1976 penny in MS65 condition could be worth 5 to 10, but a mint era penny with the same grade could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So how much is a 1976 penny worth today? Here's a breakdown based on various conditions and era varieties. Circulated 1976 pennies, no errors. Most 1976 pennies that have been circulated are worth their face value of 1 cent. However, if you have a 1976 penny in uncirculated condition, you might get around 0.10 to 1 for it. 1976 pennies with double die obverse DDO, these can be worth anywhere from 100 to 1,000 or more depending on the. Hello my dears coin enthusiasts and history buffs. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into an intriguing subject that stirred quite a bit of curiosity, the 1978 Liberty 1 cent coin. This coin is often the subject of confusion and misinterpretation, so we are here to clear up any confusion, explore its history, and determine its true value. If you are fascinated by numismatics, stick around for a deep dive into this unique piece of American coinage. To start with, let's address a common misconception. Many collectors and enthusiasts mistakenly refer to a 1978 Liberty 1 cent coin, but this designation requires some clarification. The Liberty design on U.S. 1 cent coins was used prominently in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Notably, the Liberty head design was employed on coins from 1793 to 1857. However, by 1978 the U.S. Mint had shifted to the Lincoln Memorial design for the 1 cent coin. The 1978 1 cent coin, therefore, does not feature the Liberty head but rather displays the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The Lincoln Memorial cent was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the series replaced the wheat ears design that had been used on the penny since 1909. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent features the obverse design of Abraham Lincoln's portrait, as designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse design of the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo. The memorial design celebrates Lincoln's legacy and honors his contributions to the nation. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced the 1 cent coin in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coin from the Denver Mint is marked with AD Mint mark. This coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc with a diameter of 19 mm and a weight of 2.5 grams. The high mintage of these coins during 1978 contributes to their relative abundance. Despite its high production numbers, the 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent remains a notable piece in American coinage due to its role in the historical and cultural commemoration of Abraham Lincoln. Now let's discuss the value of the 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent. While these coins are relatively common, certain factors can influence their value significantly. Here's a breakdown of the value for the 1978 Lincoln Memorial cent. 1. Circulated condition. In everyday circulated condition, the 1978 D penny typically has a face value of 1 cent due to its high mintage. These coins are not considered rare in circulated form. 2. Uncirculated condition. For coins that have been preserved in mint state, the value increases. Uncirculated 1978 D pennies can be worth between 10 to 30 cents depending on their grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. 3. Proof coins, proof versions of the 1978 penny, produced with a higher quality finish and in smaller quantities, are valued higher. A proof 1978 cent can range from 1 to 5 depending on its condition and packaging. 4. Error coins, minting errors can significantly enhance a coin's value. For example, a 1978 penny with a notable error such as a double die off center strike or other significant anomalies can be worth several dollars or even more, depending on the rarity and type of error. To get an accurate appraisal, especially for error coins or higher grade examples, consulting with a professional coin dealer or numismatic expert is essential. They can provide a detailed evaluation based on the coin's specific characteristics and current market conditions. If you are looking to add 1978 pennies to your collection or improve your existing collection, here are some tips to help you. 1. Handle with care. Always use gloves when handling coins to avoid damaging their surface. Store them in protective holders to preserve their condition. 2. Look for errors. Check for minting errors, as these can significantly increase a coin's value. Common errors to look for include double dies and off-center strikes. 3. Research values. Stay informed about current market values and trends through coin catalogs, online resources, and numismatic publications. This knowledge will help you assess the value of your coins accurately. 4. Consult professionals. For accurate evaluations, especially for rare or high-grade coins, seek the expertise of a reputable coin dealer or numismatic professional. 5. Join collecting communities. Engaging with fellow collectors through forums or local coin clubs can provide valuable insights and resources. Sharing experiences and knowledge can enhance your collecting journey. That's it for our comprehensive look at the 1978 Lincoln Memorial Cent. While the coin itself may not be the rarest or most valuable, understanding its history and value can make your collection even more meaningful. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on coins and collectibles. Have any questions or comments about the 1978 penny or your own collection? Drop them below, we would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy collecting, and God bless you in every matter. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into a fascinating topic for coin collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 1979 Liberty 1 cent coin. We'll explore its history, significance, and value in depth. So if you are passionate about numismatics or just curious about this coin, stick around for a detailed look at this unique piece of American history. Let's start by addressing a common point of confusion. The 1979 Liberty 1 cent coin might sound like a rare or special piece, but there's a bit of clarification needed. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced the 1 cent coin commonly known as the penny, with a design featuring the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. The term Liberty is not associated with this coin from 1979. Instead, the 1979 penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The 1979 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark. This coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Sparrow. Now that we have clarified the design and minting details, let's delve into the history of this particular coin and why it's of interest to collectors. The 1979 Lincoln Memorial Cent is part of a long tradition of U.S. coinage. The Lincoln Memorial Cent was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design by Frank Sparrow replaced the previous wheat ears design, which had been in use since 1909. The 1979 D coin was produced during a period of high minting activity and reflects the standard design used during that era. In 1979, the Denver Mint produced approximately 3.5 billion 1 cent coins, making it a common date in the series. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a diameter of 19 millimeters and a weight of 2.5 grams. The Lincoln Memorial Cent features two main design elements: Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design remained popular until 2009, when it was replaced by the Union Shield design. Given that approximately 3.5 billion 1979 D Lincoln cents were minted, these coins are relatively common in circulated condition. Generally, you might find these coins worth only their face value of 1 cent in average condition. However, the value can increase depending on the coin's condition and any unique features. Here's a breakdown of what you might expect. 1. In worn or circulated condition, the 1979 D penny typically holds little value beyond its face value. These coins are frequently found in everyday transactions and are not considered rare. 2. Uncirculated condition. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition are worth more. An uncirculated 1979 D penny might be valued between 10 to 30 cents depending on its grade. 3. Proof coins. Although not common, proof versions of the 1979 penny minted in smaller quantities can be worth more. A proof coin in excellent condition might fetch around 1 to 3. 4. Error coins. Coins with minting errors can command higher prices. For example, a 1979 D penny with noticeable double dies, off-center strikes, or other significant errors could be worth several dollars to even hundreds, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. To accurately determine the value of a 1979 D penny, it's crucial to have it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or numismatic expert. They can provide a detailed assessment based on the coin's grade, rarity, and current market conditions. If you are looking to add 1979 D pennies to your collection or are just getting started, here are some valuable tips. 1. Condition is key. Handle coins carefully and store them in protective holders to preserve their condition. Use gloves and avoid touching the coin's surface directly. 2. Examine for errors. Be on the lookout for errors or anomalies, such as double dies or off-center strikes. These can add significant value to the coin. 3. Research market trends. Stay informed about current market values and trends through coin catalogs, online resources, and numismatic publications. 4. Seek professional appraisal. For a precise valuation, especially for error coins or high-grade examples, consult with a reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert. 5. Join numismatic communities. Engage with other collectors by joining forums or local coin clubs. Sharing knowledge and experiences can be invaluable for expanding your collection and understanding. That wraps up our in-depth look at the 1979 D Liberty 1 cent coin. Although this coin is part of the Common Lincoln Memorial series, it remains a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Whether you are collecting for enjoyment or investment, understanding the specifics of each coin can make all the difference. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on coins and collectibles. Have any questions or comments? Drop them below, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in and happy collecting. Welcome back to our channel where we dig deep into the world of coin collecting and uncover hidden treasures in the most unlikely places. Today we will be exploring the fascinating story of the 1989 D 1 cent Liberty coin. Is it just another common penny? Or could this little coin be worth a lot more than you think? If you're a collector or someone who likes to explore the hidden gems in your change, you are in the right place. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, important details, and potential value of the 1989 D penny. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1989 D penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the U.S. penny. The 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been in circulation since 1793. It initially featured Lady Liberty and has seen many design changes over the years. However, the most famous design change came in 1909 when the U.S. Mint began producing pennies featuring President Abraham Lincoln to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. Since then, the Lincoln penny has remained in circulation with minor changes such as the addition of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse in 1959 and later, the transition to the shield reverse design in 2010. But today we are focusing on a coin that sometimes gets overlooked by collectors, the 1989 D penny. The 1989 D penny minted in Denver is part of a broader historical context that began in 1982, when the U.S. Mint made a significant change in how pennies were made. Prior to 1982, pennies were composed primarily of copper, but because of rising material costs, the U.S. Mint switched to a zinc core with a thin copper plating. This new composition made pennies much cheaper to produce, but it also set the stage for certain varieties and eras that have become highly collectible. The 1989 D penny is one of the billions of pennies produced during this period, but not all pennies from this year are created equal. While the vast majority of 1989 D pennies are worth face value, certain coins, due to errors, minting conditions, or impeccable preservation, can be worth significantly more. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1989 D penny is the possibility of finding minting errors or varieties. When a coin is struck at the U.S. Mint, any error in the minting process can create a unique and valuable coin. Collectors go crazy for these because they represent anomalies that were never intended to be released into circulation. 1. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned in the die during the minting process, resulting in a design that is off-center. 2. Double die. This happens when the coin is struck more than once, creating a doubled image, particularly noticeable in the date, or the letters Liberty, or In God We Trust. Double die errors can increase the value of a penny significantly, with some varieties fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 3. Clipped planchet. A coin may have a clipped edge where a portion of the coin is missing. This usually happens when the metal sheet used to make coins is improperly cut. These errors can be rare and, depending on the severity and condition, could be valuable. If you come across a 1989 D penny with one of these errors, don't dismiss it as a regular coin. Even minor errors can add value. But remember, the condition of the coin, whether it's in mint state or circulated, will also play a significant role in determining its worth. One of the key factors in determining the value of any coin, including the 1989 D penny, is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a grade of 70 representing a perfect uncirculated coin. For example, a 1989 D penny in heavily circulated condition is typically worth just its face value, 1 cent. However, if you find a 1989 D penny in mint state MS condition, meaning it looks almost as perfect as the day it was minted, it could be worth significantly more. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can officially certify your coin's condition, which is important when trying to sell it to collectors. Coins that receive a high grade such as MS65 or above can be worth anywhere from 5 to 50, or even more depending on the demand. It's always a good idea to have any well-preserved penny checked by a professional grading service to ensure you get the most value for it. What makes some 1989 D pennies worth thousands of dollars? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. Although billions of these coins were minted, certain rare varieties or errors, especially if they are in near-perfect condition, are highly sought after by collectors. For example, a 1989 D penny with a rare double die error in mint state condition could fetch well over $1,000 at auction. In one recent auction, a 1989 D penny graded at MS67 sold for over $2,000. That's a huge return on investment for a coin that originally had a face value of just 1 cent. And as more collectors seek out error coins and high-grade specimens, the demand and therefore the value could continue to rise. If you are looking to find a valuable 1989 D penny, you do not need to go treasure hunting. You might already have one in your pocket change. Start by sorting through your pennies and looking for the 1989 date and the D mint mark. Once you have identified potential coins, you will need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to closely examine the coin for errors. Next, weigh the coin. While most 1989 pennies are made with a zinc core and copper plating, any significant weight difference could signal an error in the metal composition or planchet thickness. This is another clue that your penny could be valuable. If you think you have found a valuable coin, the next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These services can help certify the condition and authenticity of your penny, giving you the confidence to sell it to collectors or at auction. The 1989 D 1 cent Liberty coin may seem like an ordinary penny at first glance, but hidden among these coins are valuable varieties, rare errors, and high-grade specimens that could be worth far more than face value. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or just someone curious about the change in your pocket, the 1989 D penny is a coin you should definitely keep an eye out for. Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the hidden stories and surprising values behind everyday coins. Today we are focusing on the 1998 1-cent Liberty coin, a penny that most people overlook but can hold some significant value for collectors. Is there more to this coin than meets the eye? Stay tuned as we dive into its rich history, explore the varieties and errors that can make it worth big money, and learn how to identify the 1998 penny that could be worth a small fortune. Before we get into the specifics of the 1998 penny, let's first take a step back and understand the importance of the 1-cent coin in American history. The U.S. penny has been in continuous production since 1793, originally featuring designs of Lady Liberty. However, in 1909, the U.S. Mint made a historic shift, replacing Lady Liberty with an image of President Abraham Lincoln to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. This iconic design by Victor David Brenner remains on the penny today, making the Lincoln cent one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The penny has gone through various design changes, particularly on the reverse side. In 1959, the Lincoln Memorial replaced the original wheat design, and in 2010, a shield was introduced to symbolize Lincoln's preservation of the Union. But today we are zooming in on a penny from the late 20th century, the 1998 1-cent Liberty coin. The 1998 penny, like its predecessors, features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the reverse side still displaying the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in use since 1959. These coins were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver marked with AD, and San Francisco with an S mint mark. While billions of these pennies were minted, it's important to know that not all 1998 pennies are created equal. Pennies produced in Philadelphia and Denver were struck for everyday circulation, while those from San Francisco were primarily proof coins designed for collectors. These proof pennies are often in better condition, struck with greater precision, and can hold more value, especially if they are in pristine condition. By 1998, pennies were made with a core of zinc covered by a thin layer of copper. This composition had been in place since 1982, when the U.S. Mint shifted from using solid copper to a more cost-effective zinc core due to the rising price of copper. As a result, modern pennies like the 1998 1-cent coin weigh approximately 2.5 grams as opposed to the earlier pre-1982 copper pennies, which weighed 3.11 grams. The design of the 1998 penny is relatively standard at first glance, but there are several key factors like mint errors, varieties, and condition that can make certain coins from this year incredibly valuable. So what should you be looking for? The first thing collectors and hobbyists alike should know is that not all 1998 pennies are worth the same. In fact, a variety of errors and unique features can make a standard 1998 penny worth much more than face value. Some of the most valuable examples include: one of the most famous varieties in the 1998 penny is the wide AM error. This refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin. In a typical 1998 penny, the A and M are close together, close AM. However, on some pennies the letters are spaced further apart, wide AM. The wide AM variety was intended only for proof coins struck in San Francisco, but a small number of Philadelphia minted circulation pennies were accidentally struck with the proof dies, resulting in the wide AM error. This variety is highly sought after by collectors and can be worth hundreds of dollars depending on the coin's condition. Another valuable error to look out for is the double die adverse DDO, where the lettering on the front of the coin appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. While DDOs in 1998 pennies are relatively rare, they can command significant premiums at auction, particularly in uncirculated condition. Off-center strikes occur when the coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, resulting in part of the design being off-center. These errors can range in value depending on the degree of misalignment and the condition of the coin. Die cracks, which are tiny breaks in the die used to strike the coin, can also add value, especially if the crack is prominent or in an unusual location. Even minor errors like die cracks or clipped planchets can make a 1998 penny worth more than you would expect. Always inspect your pennies closely. What may seem like a small defect could lead to big profits. As with most collectible coins, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a 1998 penny. Pennies are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with a grade of 70 representing a perfect coin in uncirculated condition. Coins in pristine uncirculated condition mint state can be worth many times their face value. If you find a 1998 penny in excellent condition, especially one with a wide AM or double die error, it's crucial to have it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade gives collectors confidence in the coin's authenticity and condition, which can help you fetch top dollar at auction. Coins graded in MS66 or MS67 can be worth 100 or more, while those in even higher grades like MS68 or MS69 can go for several $100s. If you are lucky enough to find a 1998 penny in mint condition with an error or rare variety, the sky's the limit when it comes to value. So how much could a 1998 penny be worth? Here are some ballpark figures based on recent auction sales and market values. Regular 1998 pennies circulated. Most 1998 pennies are worth their face value of 1 cent, especially if they have been circulated and show wear. 1998 wide AM penny uncirculated. MS66 wide AM varieties in high-grade uncirculated condition can sell for anywhere from 100 to 500 depending on the grade. 1998 proof pennies. San Francisco mint proof coins in perfect condition, especially if they have a wide AM variety, can be worth up to 50 or more. Error coins, double dies, off center strikes, etc. Coins with significant mint errors like double die obverse or off center strikes can command premiums ranging from $50 to $1,000 or more depending on the rarity.